What's the best thing about beating your head against the wall? When you stop. It's a place that I think is going to boom. You know, I think it's a great growth area, right down 290 from Austin. It's right next to Lake Travis and Hayes, and so it's a place where people want to be.
People certainly want to live in Dripping Springs, but the Tiger faithful have seen it all before after going 5-15 the last 2 seasons and compiling 10 losing records since the turn of the century. A change in philosophy was needed. It just so happened that Coppell Cowboys head coach Joe McBride also had a need and was hired to be the new head football coach at this school located in the Hillcountry, 23 miles southwest of Austin. The transition, however, was tough for McBride.
You know, living in field house, living in other people's lofts in their garage. You know, that whole transition, hiring coaches, getting new people in, teaching them our system, teaching the kids our system, kind of creating my culture here. It's just been a lot of work. You know, the good Lord kind of moved pieces of the puzzle that needed to be moved and prepared my heart for it. Because like I said, I loved those kids and I loved that community where I was in Coppell. But God gave me peace because I knew what I needed to do and just kind of prepared a way for it.
Now, make no mistakes about it, Joe McBride is in Dripping Springs for family reasons. He put his wife first after she had done the same for him for his entire career.
Yeah, the difference is, you know, my wife is in another place of happiness because she's by her parents. You know, first time in 25 years that she's been under an hour from her parents. You know, if you put all you have into it and you love those kids, that's big time. You know, it's just like I told the athletic director in Coppell, John Crawford, I love Coppell. I love those families, those kids, that community, it's great. But sometimes, you know, if you say your life's about faith, family, and football, you got to put that to the test. And I felt like, you know, my wife has been so supportive and committed to me for a long time, and it was about time I put her first and what she needed.
For those of us used to seeing Joe McBride in the familiar red and black of the Coppell Cowboys, it's a little bit of an adjustment to see him in the maroon and gold of Dripping Springs. In fact, he'll admit he's called the Tigers the Cowboys a time or two.
I've slipped in a couple times and said Cowboys instead of Tigers, and they all look at me like I'm sorry. You know, so I think they know I'm committed to them here. It's just sometimes you just get used to saying stuff out of routine. I think what we do here is a system. Wherever I am, there's a kind of a process that I believe in, and things that would follow me wherever I am. It's just getting used to saying the mascot differently.
The kids have bought in, and the Tigers believe they can win, which is a far cry from the last 2 seasons when they lost several games by less than a touchdown. The difference, according to the players, Dripping Springs knows how to finish games this year.
We've always wanted to succeed. We've been trying our butts off, and finally got a coach here that loves to work, loves to grind, and we feel different.
I think one thing is they're hungry. You know, you got to have a little bit of passion to do well. Our offensive line is the only place we got a few seniors back, and I think it was evident last week. We ran the ball really well, and I think a few of those old linemen give us an area of strength.
Well, yeah, a lot of kids wanted to come out here and be part of the grind because they knew something great was going to happen out here. I mean, it's pretty evident with that first win. We're ready.
In Dripping Springs, Jeff Power, Fox Football Friday, powered by Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine.